I didn't think they would do it, but they did it. Elden Ring Shadow, the Erdtree is nominated for Game of the Year at the Game Awards 2024. I really don't like the precedent that this sets, and I'm wondering if the Game Awards is cooked after this, because there's been a lot of great games this year. Actually, if you look at the Metacritics of all the nominees, this is the second highest reviewing year for Game of the Year ever, after last year, which was just an incredible outlier of a year. Personal favorite game, I really like Black Myth Wukong, and also a huge fan of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Unfortunately, this game is locked to PlayStation, which does hurt its chances. But I was very vocal about Astrobot. This game is also really great, and I'm a huge fan of Metaphor v Fantasio. Balacho, very surprising pick. I don't blame them for picking this. This has been a really addicting game. I had to really put it away because I could not stop playing it. But Shadow of the Erdtree, why is this here? I'm a big fan myself of this game. I think this is the best release of this year. But there's a big problem with the Game Awards. There's no best DLC nomination, which would have eliminated this from being here, and we would have gotten ourselves a better game listed. But this is the choice that they went with. I saw that over the weekend they released that, yes, DLCs can be nominated. Never before has it been nominated for a game. And yes, Shadow of the Erdtree pretty much is a full game, but I do not think it belongs on this list. Now, as for the other categories, this is kind of weak. If you look at the best game direction, oh hoy, nothing's changed. This is the exact same games. So I don't know if they really know what the best game direction really means. Last year, Alan Wake 2 won best game direction, which was an interesting choice. I'll be honest, I loved Alan Wake 2, but Baldur's Gate 3 also could have potentially won best game direction. So I'm not too sure how this will go, especially with the game of the year. Maybe Shadow of the Erdtree won't win game of the year and they'll win best game direction. It's hard to say. I think that Metaphor v Fantasia could potentially take this. But I'll be doing a future video voting on these. I think it's too early for me to just cast my vote right now. I need to think this over with some of the crazy nominations here. I'm just going to go over these as well, because I know some people want to hear my thoughts on it. Best narrative getting Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth. I know a lot of people are vocal about this game being incredible. Metaphor v Fantasia again. I like the narrative of this. Some people were, I don't know how some people felt about this one, but incredible game. Really, really well done. Senua's Saga Hellblade 2. This is an interesting narrative to it, and it's more like a movie than a video game. And then Silent Hill 2, which really great game as well. A lot of people like this Silent Hill, and I just recently played the original, so I'll be playing this at some point. But for best narrative, I think that Metaphor v Fantasia takes it for me, but I honestly wouldn't mind if Senua's Saga or Silent Hill 2 takes this. And also for art direction, this one's strange because there hasn't been any huge standouts in terms of art direction, other than obviously Atlas with their Persona games has a really interesting art direction, and Metaphor v Fantasia also follows that. We also got the Neva game here as well. Astrobot, really cool art, but I don't know if it really pushed the boundaries of art direction personally. And Wukong, also great game. The art was cool. What I really like about Wukong is in between the chapters, you got like claymation, animation, anime, all sorts of different mediums of storytelling, and that was cool itself. I would actually be happy with Wukong winning this, but Metaphor's also another great pick. And then best score in music. This one is cool because Astrobot music is just full of bangers, but also Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. This has great music, and Metaphor v Fantasio, also great music. I actually listen to the battle theme while I'm in the gym because the chanting that they had in that, the Metaphor, Atlas always makes really good music when it comes to their games, and there's no exception here. This isn't as good as Persona 5, mind you, which Persona 5 is actually getting nominated. The last surprise song got played by an orchestra and is nominated for a Grammy, which is huge. Silent Hill 2, also pretty good, but Stellar Blade, this is a game that I played heavily this year, and its music is just next level. Very similar to Nier Automata, and that music style is really well done. I think personally, this is a tough category. I would be happy with Astrobot, Final Fantasy, Metaphor, even Stellar Blade winning. But I think my favorites are Final Fantasy VII or Metaphor. I'm listening to Metaphor's soundtrack often, and it's just really well done. But also, we got ourselves the best audio design. This could also potentially go to Senua's Saga. Just if you played the original, you'll know what I'm talking about. Black Ops does have some interesting pay-to-win audio design. It's interesting. But yeah, this one is a tough one. Senua Saga, but even Black Ops could potentially win this. And Astrobot, I like the music in it, but that would be the previous category. And we also got ourselves the best performance. This is a tough one because a lot of people are torn. Like, these are all great voice actresses. So we have Brianna White, who played Aerith in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Hannah Tell, who played in Life is Strange Double Exposure, Humberly Gonzalez from Star Wars Outlaws. It's an interesting choice. Not a lot of people love that game, but hey, they also get a nomination a little later on. Luke Roberts, Silent Hill 2. I think he is the favorite to win alongside Brianna White. And Melina Jurgens, who did Senua Saga Hellblade 2. And again, that one is more like a movie than a game, so potentially that could be the choice there. What's interesting too, I guess going back to this one, this is not a, they didn't even originally pick her as a voice actor. She was there for video editing, and they liked her performance so much that they let her do it. So that's cool. Innovation and accessibility. Black Ops 6 is that changed audio. Diablo Veilguard, this is the only nomination that they got. I'm thankful that they did not get a Game of the Year nomination. I know some people were saying they didn't. So that's good. It's just Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. I need to do my research on this one, what innovation they brought forward. And Star Wars Outlaws. Not sure about that, but games for impact: Closer to the Distance, Indica, Neva, Life is Strange, Double Exposure. I know I played these games a while back. They're interesting. And then we also got Senua Saga Hellblade 2 and Tales of Kenzera Zhao. Heard a lot of good things about this game, but I can't say that I played any of these this year. I did play Senua Saga a little bit, but couldn't really get into it. Then we also got ourselves the best ongoing games with Destiny 2. Destiny actually had a pretty big launch this summer. I got back into playing Destiny 2. Diablo 4, big DLC as well. Final Fantasy 14 won this in 2021 and 2022. Fortnite has had a heck of a year with adding in lots of things at the end in December of last year, which is after the cutoff. So my vote actually goes for Fortnite. They've added in, so Epic Games bought out the games behind Guitar Hero and Rock Band, integrated it into their own game, and it's a whole lot of fun. They also have a racing game and a Lego mode. So Fortnite's my vote. But also Helldivers 2 has been a really great game. We'll see next year how they hold up with this. I could even see this being nominated again next year if they keep doing what they're doing. I like that they did reverse a lot of the nerfs that they did. They nerfed a lot of weapons that I enjoyed, and then it made me fall off of it. But yeah, that's cool to see. Then best community support, my vote goes to Baldur's Gate 3. You probably already knew that one. I did a video already on this, but modding support, adding 16 new endings earlier in October and September for PC players. There's just a lot to love with Baldur's Gate 3. So this is definitely one of the best community support games I've ever seen, especially a year after launch, adding so much more content and testing console mods so that console players, especially PlayStation 5, who, if you've ever played Skyrim, the amount of mods in that game is just lackluster. This has allowed them to have external assets in PlayStation 5 games, so that's huge. Final Fantasy 14 also, they do their Final Fantasy stuff and do it well. And just for an MMORPG, this is one of the top ones to play. Fortnite, again, did really great community support, ongoing, adding always new things pretty much every week. Helldivers 2, same thing I said earlier. And No Man's Sky, which is important to see here because No Man's Sky has done a lot of work over the years and free updates on free updates. They deserve, obviously, this as well, but Baldur's Gate 3 is my choice for this. Then we got ourselves the best independent game with two heavy hitters here with Animal Well, Big Mode, Video Game Donkey shouts out, and then Balatro, which is an addicting game. And then we got Lorelei and Laser Eyes, Neva, and UFO 50, which is also a very interesting independent game. Good year for indie gaming, honestly. We got a lot of good games here. Best debut indie game, Animal Well, Balatro, Manor Lords, which is incredible that a single player or a single person has made this, and it's a big Xbox Game Pass release. Pacific Drive, and then The Plucky Squire, which I played for quite a while. This game is actually pretty fun, I gotta admit. But my vote is either Animal Well or Balatro. And then we got ourselves for best mobile game, AFK Journey, Balatro, which my pick. Pokemon trading card game Pocket, which is a new release, very interesting. Wuthering Waves, and Zenless Zone Zero, the Gooner game. I played it a little bit on stream and had to give up. Best VR, I think Batman Arkham Shadow deserves this, but Asgard's Wrath 2 is also a very good pick. Metal Hellsinger VR, Metro Awakening, and Arizona Shine Remake. A lot of great VR games, actually, and I hope that we see more VR games, but it seems like VR is kind of dying off. I hope it doesn't, because I like VR games. I don't play them enough, but they're great. Half-Life Alyx is my favorite. And then best action game, Black Myth Wukong, Black Ops 6, Helldivers, Stellar Blade getting an interesting nomination, and Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2, which I was surprised didn't get more nominations. This is best action game, probably goes to Warhammer for me. This game is just a whole lot of fun, I must say. But I'm also a very big fan of Stellar Blade. And then for best action adventure, we got Astrobot, Prince of Persia, Silent Hill 2, Star Wars Outlaws. This better win. Astrobot, one of the best, but also The Lost Crown was a good game too. And also Echoes of Wisdom. I'm surprised that didn't get more nominations too. Best RPG. It's funny. We got Dragon's Dogma 2 over Dragon Age the Veilguard, which is honestly pretty funny. I'm a big fan of, I was a big fan of Dragon Age Origins a long time ago, but I played both Dragon's Dogma 2 and Dragon Age the Veilguard. Both these games are pretty weak, so my vote is on Final Fantasy Rebirth or Metaphor ReFantagio for best RPG. Infinite Wealth also gets a nod, and Shadow of the Erdtree, obviously great game, but I don't think it belongs in this category. So Rebirth or Metaphor ReFantagio for me. Best Fighting, Sparking Zero, love this game, but I also think that Tekken could very well win it. I don't like that Multiverses was here as they won in 2022 and then killed the game and brought it back. Does not belong to be here. And we got ourselves Cyclops dapping up. Marvel versus Capcom Fighting Classics. I don't know if that really deserves it. It's like a remaster, but Sparking Zero is just a really fun game, so I hope that it wins it. Best Family, Astrobot, Princess Peach Showtime, Mario Party Jamboree, Echoes of Wisdom, and the Plucky Squire. We got actually a lot of good family-based games. Mario Party Jamboree is really fun. Astrobot could also very well take that. Best Sim or Strategy, Age of Mythology Retold, which is on Game Pass, is cool. Frostpunk 2, Path of the Goddess, Manor Lord, and Unicorn Overlord. Probably Unicorn Overlord, my choice. And Sports Racing F1, EA Sports FC 25, NBA 2K5, or 2K25, Top Spin 2K25, and WWE 2K24. I'll have to do my research, but 2K is usually pretty solid. Obviously, like some Milk People Drive. Best Multiplayer, Black Ops 6, Helldivers 2, Mario Party Jamboree, Tekken 8, Warhammer 40k, Space Marine 2. Multiplayer is actually really well done, and this has ongoing support as well. So Helldivers 2 will likely win this category, though, because this game was just incredible. At the start of the year, so many people were playing this, and yeah, I'd have to say that's probably the best multiplayer for me. Best Adaptation, Arcane Fallout. This is my pick, Fallout. Knuckles has been pretty good, too, like a Dragon Yakuza. Don't know why this is here. And Tomb Raider, Legend of Lara Croft, meh. Fallout's probably my pick. Arcane was also pretty good, but Fallout for me. And most anticipated game, Death Stranding 2 on the beach, GOTY OTA. Grand Theft Auto 6 is the obvious winner here, but I'm also really excited for Metroid Prime 4 and Monster Hunter Wilds. We'll have to see, but Grand Theft Auto 6 is obviously going to win this. Like, you got to be kidding me. There should have just been Grand Theft Auto 6 for this one. And Content Creator of the Year, I won't get into that, but Queso is my choice. But yeah, that is the Game Awards voting for 2024. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit the subscribe button below if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.